Starting soon.
Starting.
I'm not sure if we're on air or not. It says
I don't
live
know.
on here.
You live on there?
It says live on the Googles, but it's still got a minute till it's.
Oh,
It says live now.
it looks like we're
start in a
live.
second. Whoa. Oh, I already got an ad. We're gonna
No,
show
I did
that.
too. Oh, cool. We're live.
Happy days, happy days.
Let's go.
With
All right, everybody, come join the stream.
It's a lot of comments here.
Come on in. There's a lot of bass, bass vibes right now going on. Maybe some catfish sewer drain vibes going on.
Yeah.
Just saw that in the comments.
Got a line out right now.
Yeah.
But howdy, folks. I've got two of my friends with me here today. Tyler from Tyler's Real Fishing and Kyle, the Fish Whisperer, everybody. The Fish Whisperer. He's here. So Tyler and Kyle, they're hanging out together, and when we decided to do a live stream. So here we are. And we see your comments rolling in, but I tell you what, we're going to do 30 minutes here on this live stream. We're going to go into a couple of things. We'll take your questions and comments here in just a little bit, but let's just get right into it, shall we, guys?
Yeah.
First of all, Tyler, I think you just had a major college fishing experience. Let's talk about that a little bit, dude. For everybody that's interested in college fishing right now, probably wants to hear about it. What's going on with that?
Yes. So, I think wait, Justin, mute your thing. Is he muted?
Wait a minute.
I heard my own voice for a second there.
Oh, you did? I'm muted. I'm good.
All right, never mind. I guess we're good. So I fish for Texas A&M University, which is where Justin went, and I go there as well. Kyle's hoping to go there soon. He'll be at Blinn
Going
next
to
year.
Blinn in Bryan next year.
So we're all going to be in the same city. But I was chosen by Josh Benson, who won the championship last year, to help defend his title this year. So we fished a super hard season, didn't qualify at our regional in the basin in Louisiana. So we had to fish the wild card on Lake Murray in Oklahoma. We got sixth place out of like 85 in that and qualified for the championship. And then if you guys follow me on any social medias, you'll see that we started off the championship good. We were in 19th place after day one. But that was a surprise to us because practice was horrible. I mean, we had maybe 4 keepers in 4 full days of pre-fishing. And like this lake, if you guys live in Kentucky, it's called Green River Lake. I don't mean to harp on bass, but like it was not a very good lake, especially in August. A lot of the locals told me that the fish only feed at night on that lake in the summer. And so, we gave it our all, and we weren't able to defend the championship, but we were able to see some of our good friends make it to the bracket. And then Kansas State finally was able to win a championship, and they've been good for a long time. So it was a good experience. 17 and a half hours there is definitely a long drive, but it was worth it, and I had fun.
Well, dude, was that Josh's last round at it?
No. Josh has one more year.
Okay. I was getting him confused with his partner, but that's awesome, dude. I mean, Kentucky can get sweltering hot, as you probably found out, and the fishing can be good in some places, but I'm sure where you guys were, it pretty much was terrible at that time. Unfortunately, like there's so many tournaments that go on throughout the year on so many different events that it seems like college fishing sometimes gets shafted on some of those events being in really tough parts of the year.
Yeah.
I.e. summer. I remember when I fished the Collegiate National Championship back in 2007 and 2008, it was in September, which, Texas in September can be really hot.
Yeah.
And not good. So that's just how it goes. But, man, that's cool. College fishing still continuing to grow huge. Same thing with high school fishing now. It's pretty awesome. So
Yeah.
Glad to have some good ags, keeping the tradition going, making big wins happen up at the big level. Got to keep it going, man. You're gonna be national champ one day, Tyler.
Dude, I hope
You too,
so.
Kyle. Come on now.
I'm planning on it.
All right. Well, so we also got the Fish Whisperer with us, which I have yet to do a video with. It still needs to happen.
Yeah, I know.
Which is ridiculous. Both of you guys, really, because you're so close. But Kyle, tell everybody about what you do, man. For anybody that doesn't know the Fish Whisperer, especially on Instagram, you're just giant, and you do some crazy stuff. So tell us what you got going on, and some of the videos that you do, and what you got going on next, man.
All right, so I have like a neighborhood pond, like right behind my house, probably 20 feet outside my gate, and it's like 4 or 5 acres, and there's about 25 bass in there that I hand feed, and I catch shad like every 2 weeks, and I'll tie a little cut off hook, and I'll put the hook through the shad and toss it out, reel it up, make them blow up, and make them jump through hoops and stuff. And
it's crazy, guys. It's crazy.
I also noodle some. I'll just stick my hand in the water. They're used to coming up, so I'll just grab them, and biggest one's probably 9 pounds.
Dude, how did you get started doing that? I gotta know.
So about 8 years ago, I used to feed catfish fish pellets, and one day a bass started coming up and eating the fish pellets, and started following me around the pond. So I'd started catching shad, and I'd feed those to that same bass, and about a couple months later I had about 25, and it's been like that for 6-7 years now. So
dude, that's crazy. I mean, I still have to experience it for myself, but you know, I watched a ton of your videos.
I'm about to experience it. So
yeah, I'm about to hand feed him tonight. If y'all haven't seen it, I don't know if it'll play. Oh, is
this your first time, Tyler, doing it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm trying to see if it plays. There it is.
Oh yeah.
That's a baby.
Is that a baby? So that's what he does. He just feeds these bass, makes them jump through hoops and stuff. It's pretty sweet.
Dude, it's crazy, man. I would love to bring like a Phantom camera down there and just film that. Like,
yeah.
You should seriously try to get like the slow-mo guys or something to come down.
Yeah.
Dude, that'd be insane.
For sure. Yeah.
That would be insane. So what's your next crazy adventure, man? I mean, I saw you dressed up in a T-Rex outfit.
Yeah. Well,
should I put it on?
Me and Tyler are working on a video we're about to do in about 2 hours, and it has a T-Rex in it, and it has something else, so it's going to be good.
Yeah.
All right, good. Don't want to reveal too much.
No.
But
it's probably going to be something crazy.
It's going to be cool. There's 2 different costumes, and we may fight, we may not. Who knows?
All right. I like it. Well, let's start looking at some questions here.
Oh, I gotta stop this real quick. Everybody, if you didn't know, it is Justin's birthday.
Oh
so
god!
In the comments, just say happy birthday a bunch of times.
Gosh.
He's 21.
He's 21 years old.
Yeah, it actually is. Phone's been blowing up today. It's kind of one of those deals, you know. Facebook. Oh gosh, it just brings out like I have like long lost relatives that I haven't spoke to in years that are wishing me happy birthday, and oh my gosh, the comments are blowing up with happy birthday. Oh, thank you, Tyler. Thank you for that. All right. So what else is going on with you guys? You guys are fishing tomorrow. When's school starting back, man? Isn't that at the end of the month?
I move in on August 20th.
And then I don't move in. My move-in date's the 15th, but I'll be in Canada for a whole week next week. So I don't.
Oh, I thought you already went. You haven't been yet?
No, I haven't been yet.
Oh, okay. What part of Canada are you going to?
Rainy Lake.
You're going to Rainy, dude. Where are you staying?
We're with Scott Martin, and we're filming the Scott Martin Challenge.
Oh, nice. So that's up by what is that kid's name that's up there that he knows? The FLW kid.
Oh, Chris.
I can't remember his last name. I fished with his fishing partner. That was our guide when we went up there.
Yeah, that's him.
So, yeah, it was a great experience, dude. That'll be fun. Scott Martin Challenge. You gonna beat up on him? Like, what's the format?
I mean, I think there's 3 of the YouTubers and him. I think we have 4 boats. So we all get on a boat, I'm pretty sure. I could be wrong about that. But
Gussie. Yeah, Gussie. Somebody just commented here. That would be Gussie. Yeah, I fished with his fishing partner while I was up there, and it was good times. It was good times. We caught him on real small stuff, but what's the bite going to be? You've been talking to Scott?
I mean, every time he's gone up there, and previously it's been topwater, and then tubes, jerk baits, that kind of stuff. Just late summer patterns.
Yeah, I'd imagine topwater ought to be all right. I'm not even sure what kind of, they got so many different bait fish up there that we don't have down here. I'm not exactly sure. Does anybody in the comments, are you up there by Canada? Can you tell us some great patterns so we can have these guys whip up on Scott Martin? That'd be great. I don't know. I'm no Canadian. I just know that the fish are much stupider up there.
Yes, I'm excited for that.
It's amazing. Like, you can make so many mistakes and still catch fish, whereas down here it just doesn't happen like that. I love Canada. I love those dumb fish.
It'll be fun.
People are saying jerk baits, tubes, jerk baits and tubes, man. Seeing a lot of tube action. What do you guys think? 3.5-inch tube, 4-inch tube? What's the best size tube?
Ishman Row 7-inch tube.
Yeah, dude, their mouths up there are like that big. It's not like our Texas smallmouth where you can actually like really lip them. You almost have to belly land all those fish up there because they're so they're like bluegill. Their mouths are so small.
Yeah.
Everybody's saying 4. Oh, we got 1 3. Somebody said 9. All right, looks like 4. Somebody says 3.5. Okay.
Yeah.
3 to 4. 3 to 4. Drag that tube around. Ought to be good. Sweet. All right. You guys got anything else you want to talk about, or you want to start going into questions?
What's going on in your life? What do you got going on with Shimano and videos?
Oh man, we'll see. I'm a working man. So I'm doing that thing. Post iCast sales, just traveling around the territory, selling all the new products with Shimano. That's been going pretty good. Metanium MGL has been well received. Caius, pretty much all the new low profile has been pretty good. And we got a few secret things that I've been working on that'll be revealed in the fall as far as like Shimano goes. Okay. And then man, just trying to fish and avoid the brutal midday heat. I've been trying to go out and just film videos like morning or evening, and I even filmed a night fishing episode not too long ago.
Yeah.
It's been tough, man. Summer fishing is, even though there's been a lot of small fish, it's just like, I don't know, it seems a lot hotter this summer than it has last summer for some reason. Would you agree?
I would agree. It's been hot.
August is terrible.
I mean, I feel like last year we kind of got lucky. Like it was in the 90s a lot, but it didn't get like the hundreds like that we have now. Plus all the rain too has been making it humid. Has anyone been out to, I know no one's going to know where this is, but somebody just said Conroe. Has anybody been out to Somerville lately? Is it still flooded? Do you know, Kyle?
It's 9.2 feet high.
Yeah.
So you can launch a boat, I think, and 2 boat ramps.
Okay. Yeah, I was thinking about going there over the weekend, and when I was at Gibbons Creek, some old grandma jet ski lady came up to me and told me the lake was closed. So it was 11 feet high then. So I'm not really sure. Yeah, and I've got 2 videos actually that I put out today. If nobody's watched those with pond fishing, I took Instagram questions on pond versus lake fishing. How is that different? So you guys can go watch those if you haven't already. Let's do a dab. Somebody says.
Let's see some questions.
Yeah. What do you guys want to know about between us 3? You got the Fish Whisperer. Everybody's got to have a question for the Fish Whisperer right now.
Yeah. Bass Lake in Texas.
I saw that. That's a great question. I'm gonna let you go first, Tyler, since you spotted it.
Oh man. Well, my private Lake X was pretty dope, but
yeah, for reality purposes,
I'm gonna have to say I've heard Falcon is making a comeback.
Yeah.
So maybe that'll be good. I've still never fished Falcon, but I'd probably say Fork or Toledo are your 2 best bets for giant.
Yeah, I'd agree with Toledo right now.
Okay.
I'd say Toledo's probably your. I think it's put out more than pounders than any other lake in Texas this year. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think that is probably your best bet right now if you're trying to go for a double digit on consistent basis. Yeah.
Yes.
I said Lake Conroe. I can't stand Lake Conroe. Like,
I'm not a giant fan either.
Every time I try to get motivated to go to Lake Conroe because I'm like, all right, there's big fish in it, and the classic's going to be there, but there's so many dang jet skis and wakeboarders, and the whole lake's just like a washing machine in the summertime because of the bulkheads out there, and I can never figure them out. Like, I fished that Toyota Texas Bass Classic out there years ago, and I caught one of the big ones that you could weigh in, and I could not figure out how to put fish with that. I just couldn't. I never have. Even in my Aggie Angler tournaments, I never did well out there. Like, the best I finished was 3rd, I think, just because you can never pattern those fish. They change every day.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. Somebody talk to Keith Combs about that situation. He's got it under control.
Yes, he does.
He's kind of shy about it. I've tried to hint at him a couple times, like, "Hey, Keith, what's the deal with Lake Conroe?" He's like, "Oh man, just timing." Typical pro.
You can question, Mr.
Favorite square bill, 6 cents lures, Crush 50X.
Not a bad choice, I would say. I would concur with that one.
Yep, same.
What else? What else we got? Can I meet y'all at the Classic? I would say you can meet all 3 of us at the Classic. Yes. We'll all be there. We're all within very close distance.
Yeah.
So anybody coming to the Classic, we'll all be there.
Yes, we will. I think,
all right.
I think Parker Brown wants a shout out. He's been giving Fish Whisperer a lot of helps.
Parker. What up, Parker?
Let's see. Best all-around fall bait. Take it.
Man, best all-around fall bait. Gosh, I'd probably say crankbait. They get on them shads in the fall pretty good. I've caught a ton of fish on little crankbaits like square bills in the fall. You can throw it almost like a topwater if you see them schooling, reel it through there. You can crank rocks. They usually get on wood too in the fall, so you can do that. Pretty solid. Yeah. White color, something shad colored.
I would agree.
What else we got?
Roast Andrew Flair. No, I'm not gonna.
Roast Flair. Everybody says Flair catches small fish.
No, I've seen his Instagram. He's caught some good Nebraska fish lately.
Yeah, like I want to say in Nebraska, if you've caught a fish over 5 pounds, you're a certified master angler.
Yes, I know.
And so that would make Flair a certified master angler, guys. So I wouldn't dog on him too much. I mean, we have fun with it, but yeah, somebody said I should vlog more. Well, you should watch the last vlog because it sucked on views.
Yeah, I know. I hate him too.
Like, geez. Nobody watched that one.
No.
It was boring, though. Stephanie and Winston were both not here. What else we got fishing-wise? What do we got? Kyle, pick one out.
Have you ever fished in California? Yes, I have. I fished in Three Rivers, California for smallmouth and rainbow trout. Had a blast.
Dang, dude. I've never heard of that. That sounds like an awesome fishery.
Yeah, it's near Sequoia National Park. Awesome.
Is that like where all the big red trees are, whatever they call them?
Yeah, giant trees.
Dude, that's cool. I've been out there a few times and fished Mission Viejo Lake, and it's been absolutely terrible. They had a big fish kill there last year, and all those giant bass, I think they just died.
Some kid asked, what does he have to do to fish at the college level? Most colleges don't have a tryout per se. It's kind of like if you stink at fishing, you're going to quit. So you basically have to be a good angler. And all that takes is doing tournaments and fishing a lot throughout high school. That way when you get to the college level, you know how to make decisions on the water, you know, all sorts of techniques that can apply to every certain water clarity, every type of lake. And then you fish the club tournaments that whatever your school has, and do well enough that you can qualify for the big ones, big tournaments.
I would agree. I went through that process years ago, and pretty much how it goes is usually there's like, well, I know at A&M, which is a big college, there was like 40 or 50 people on the squad there at the beginning of the semester, and then like halfway through, a lot of people would just quit, because they weren't into fishing or whatever. And then you'd have the spring, and then there'd be like 20 people on the team, and it was just a point-based system. Show up, catch a few bass, you got a pretty good shot at making it to some of the regional and national events. Like Tyler here.
Let's see. Your high school doesn't have a bass team. You can start one. It's pretty easy. You just go to highschoolfishing.com and sign up.
It is Fish Whispers personal best bass. My personal best bass is 8.8 pounds. So.
Dude, I love that number because that is today, and that's my birthday.
Oh, really?
Oh, man.
8.8.
I actually one that's bigger, but I don't.
You've actually noodled a 9-pounder, but you don't officially call that a catch. That's funny. That's funny. I get that question all the time. Like I've answered that so many times. People keep answering or asking it.
Some kid asked me to come to Lake Okeechobee. Honestly, bro, I don't know. Hopefully soon. I love that lake. It looks awesome, but I've never fished it yet.
I think I'm going to move to Lake Okeechobee next month. I'm going to rename my channel Lake Okeechobee Guy. And I'm just going to dedicate myself to Lake Okeechobee for a few years. And I just learn a new lake. Yep. I don't know. Lake Okeechobee is pretty awesome. There's a video, Scott Martin challenge one time, Lake Okeechobee versus Lake Falcon.
Yes.
Wade Middleton. Like, virtually they were fishing it at the same time. It's a pretty cool video. It's on the internet somewhere if you guys haven't seen it. But you can compare those two fisheries.
Guadalupe River. I'll probably fish it this winter sometime for trout.
The Guad. I got good memories on the Guad. Caught my first Guad bass a few years ago on the Guadalupe River. And, fun place to kayak. Just to go kayak, really. I mean, you can catch little fish, but it's fun. It's beautiful. God, that question comes up all the time. $200 combos. Is that not the most asked question ever?
I know. I get $100 combo question, and I answer like, "There's no good $100 combo."
Yeah, that's hard. I mean, there's good $100 reels or rods, but it's hard to pick out a $100 combo that's gonna last you more than like 8 months.
Yeah. Let's see.
Kayaks versus John boats. Saw that question.
Kayak.
Man, I'd have to say kayak too. Why not? First of all, you got to tag a John boat. It's got a motor on it. You got to license that trailer. Now maybe if you have like a trolling motor on it, you don't have to, but you still have to tag it.
I carry my John boat with a buddy.
You do what now?
I carry my John boat with a buddy.
It has a trolling motor or a motor?
Just the trolling motor.
Okay. But you still have to like tag it, put your TX numbers on it?
Yeah.
Yeah. So on a kayak, you don't have to unless you put a trolling motor on it, which that would be weird. And I don't know. I enjoy the kayak experience totally. Just do. I would definitely recommend that.
You have a Hobie though, right?
Kayak too. Whatever works for you. I don't know. I mean, there's some expensive kayaks out there. I've got a Hobie, which is pricey, but I like it. I like being able to pedal. But you guys got any kayak suggestions on brands or anything like that?
No, I'm trying to work with a kayak company coming up here soon because I like my Bass Pro Shops one, but it's not very good. So I'm hoping to upgrade to a Hobie or something like that soon.
All right. I just got to say, disclaimer, I'm not sponsored by Hobie or anything, but that's all I've ever fished out of.
Uh-huh.
I fished out of 3 different models, and they all seem pretty good. I have nothing to compare it to because I've never fished out of like a native or whatever. So I'm kind of biased on the Hobies a little bit. Jackson's another one. I don't know. I've never fished out of it.
You ready?
Oh my gosh, look at all these orange dots.
He's asking
Tyler,
me what my favorite reel is and why.
Favorite reel and why? Oh gosh. Those look like orange Tic Tacs or something.
Zebco 33.
No, it's not my favorite. Everybody always asks me what the gold reel in my videos is. It's like the whole thing is gold, not pure gold, but like the color is. And it is the original Bass Pro Shops Carbon Light. Like 3 years ago, they stopped making them. And I haven't had a single one break. I've loved them a whole lot. They cast great. They skip great. And that's it. What are you looking at me for?
Nothing. It was just randomly like switching over to me on video, and I didn't know why, so I gave it like a big eye. I don't know. Yeah. Google's crazy. The analytics of Google, they're like looking at you.
I know.
Spider bots. Gig 'em, absolutely. Gig 'em. Gig 'em. Hey, I got this question a few times today. The Mendota rig, I've never fished that. Have you guys fished that?
What's that?
I don't even know what that is. Like,
I've heard of it.
I mean, we don't even use Mendota rigs down here in Texas. What is a Mendota rig, guys? Is that like a finesse situation that you have to use on little fish in clear water? Because down here, we don't even know what that is.
No.
Oh, all right. Somebody asked how big the bass in the background weighs. We're gonna take the camera to the bass, and you guys can comment how much you think it weighs.
7 pounds, 7.5.
Well,
what do you guys think? Comment your predictions.
I don't know, man. Mounts are always tricky. Somebody said 8.5.
We'll see what the people say.
It's my friend.
Oh, his friend already got it right.
He wasn't exactly.
What was it?
What is the best spawn you have fished?
11 point what?
11.2.
11.2.
What? Dude, thing does not look like an 11.2.
Yeah, it is. Doesn't it?
No, it doesn't from here. You're right, but he said it was.
We waited.
All right. Need to call that taxidermist and tell him, what's up? You got my fish mixed up, man. You got it mixed up with somebody else's 8-pounder.
Yeah, stop sending all these Tic Tacs.
All right. It's almost time to end this thing. What is the best question we can pick out here?
Yeah, we're going to take 2 more questions, and then we're going to be done.
Alabama rigs and ponds. Gosh, I would never throw an Alabama rig in a pond.
Nope.
First of all, you're going to lose that SOB.
Yeah.
Cast out there and lose $30.
Yes.
You can't get it in, you know?
How do you fish deep? Justin.
Okay. I just did a video on this that also nobody else watched, basically showing you how to find fish on your graph and fish deep. I've done a number of videos on these. Basically, using your electronics, go start to look at key points on your graph, like roadbeds. I love to fish fingerling points, the little nubs that come out there, humps in the summertime especially, and look for bait fish. I like to look for broken up bait fish, and probably the top 5 baits that I'll throw on those deep fish are well, deep diving crankbait's not my favorite, but it catches big ones. If we're talking clear water, a flutter spoon or some sort of spoon, a football jig with some sort of creature on it, a Carolina rig, some sort of like Cinco or stick style bait, and then a Texas rig worm. If you throw all those things out there and don't get bit,
Yep.
You're not fishing the right area. You might as well go to another spot.
Top shot.
Or yeah, I'm sorry. Very key. Drop shot this time of year can be killer. So let's not forget that. But fishing out deep is kind of tough. It's hard to explain. You know, it takes some experience, I suppose, to know what a good spot looks like and what isn't. But just start casting your lures out there. Cast something heavy out there. It's got some weight. You can feel the bottom with it. Feel what's going on there. If it's a brush pile or a rock pile or trees or whatever, and you can start to recognize what that is, what that looks like on your graph, how to translate that, and then see if it catches fish for you. Is that a decent answer?
That was
You guys tell
very
me.
good. I just found a really funny comment. I had to screenshot.
Okay, I see which one you're talking about. That's great.
Oh,
That's great. It's not PG, but it's funny. It's funny. It's good times. It's good times.
One more question. Let's see.
Tips on Lake Livingston: throw something black and blue or a chartreuse and purple crankbait, square bill.
Exactly. Just fish the dam. I mean the bridge all day long.
Or you can do that. I mean, those fish live shallow out there.
Yeah.
No doubt.
Let's see.
Uno mas. This is kind of like one last cast. It's like one more cast.
I know. Stay frosty. Yep.
Stay frosty. Man. Somebody
What
knows
got
me
you
well.
into fishing?
What was the question?
What got you into fishing?
Wow. I'd have to say my dad got me into fishing. Like he used to give me these little tubs of little mealworms. They come in little, you get them out of the fridge and they've got holes in the top, and
Yeah.
like he would go bass fishing and I had a cane pole, and this was when I was like probably 4 or 5 years old. He'd give me that, and I'd fish out of the back, and I remember I would get either combos as a boat snack, combos and Skittles, and then I'd get my mealworms, and I'd have my little cane pole, and I'd catch little bluegill and occasional bass, and that's what got me started into fishing. And then I would literally sit there on weekends. I'd wake up super early, and I'd go out in the garage, and I'd sit in my dad's bass boat, and I'd wait for him to come out, be like, I hope he's coming out to go fishing. So I wanted to go. That's what got me into it. I don't know. It was fun.
What you got, Kyle?
What got me? Yeah, my dad too. I've been fishing since I was a couple of months old. So
that's got to be one of the most common answers.
Yeah, I'd say my grandpa got me into it. My dad didn't fish a whole lot. But then fishing with my dad, I caught my personal best. It was like 6.5 on a popper. And that got me hooked for sure.
6.5 on a popper? Is that still your best topwater fish? That's a big topwater fish.
No. My personal best is topwater.
What is it?
9.85.
Dude, that's a slug. That is a slug. That's a slug. My biggest topwater is 9.4. So, yeah. You got me beat. All right, well, let's wrap it up there.
Yes.
Bass on topwater. That's a good thing to end on. Thank you guys for coming on. Everybody out there, make sure you go subscribe to the Fish Whisperer on both Instagram and YouTube's and all of his other channels, and Tyler's Reel Fishing. Both putting out some great content. And go ahead and subscribe to me too. I think you already are if you're watching this live stream, but if not, just go ahead and do that.
Yeah.
That's all I got, guys. Been good talking to a good bunch of ags and future ags, and I got to get down there and catch some of them whispering fish sometime, man. Let's get that. We need to get that on the books quick.
Yeah, so make sure you guys follow us on Instagram and Snapchat because we're going to be feeding the bass here in about an hour.
Yeah, you want to watch that for sure.
You guys do. We're going to post it all over the place.
All right, everybody. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Thanks for commenting, and we'll catch y'all later.
See ya.
Peace, homies.